When I launched the business, I wanted my course to become the most efficient French course ever made. That's crisp, clear, bold, and it sounds great, right? As I was getting sidetracked by the lack of clients, I completely forgot this vision. This showed in the communication, and obviously it transpired in all possible interactions I have with my prospects. The moral of the story is that the business is the vehicle to deliver the vision, not the other way around. This is why clarity on the vision is essential. And there's more. In this vision, it is critical to know exactly what is your role and your position. Are you the evangelist spreading the news? Are you the magician actually performing the transformation? Are you the leader organizing the overall ecosystem? Or are you the original creator who came with the concept? In most instances, you cannot play all these roles. So it's very critical to identify at an early stage where you fit in this vision. So, two questions for you now. What is your vision for your business and where do you fit in this vision? What are they going to think about me? Why don't they like my stuff? Why didn't this prospect realize they had the best deal ever? There are two ways to accept rejection. First one, the numerical way. Last time I've checked, there were approximately 8 billion human beings on planet Earth. And guess what? Even if 99.9999%, I mean 49, okay, of the world population ignores you or hates you, you're still down with 8,000 people who will find what you do is relevant. Corollary to this question is, among these 8,000 people, can you get at least a fraction of them in business with you? You see, what was initially an ego topic is now a skill topic. And I will double down on this. Most people don't give a crumb about you, and that should be very okay. Second, the inspirational way. There's a quote from Kobe Bryant. I like it a lot. Boos don't block dunks. Translation, if an overheated crowd can get into your head, then, my friend, it will be hard for you to fight in this world. Of course, I could try to kick your ass as if I were a Marine training you and shouting to your face, but I'm not going to do this. I won't go this way. I will actually help you play with rejection. Want another trick? It's called optimizing for profitable rejection. You'll be rejected anyway, right? So I need to be a little bit specific. Look here. According to Ruler Analytics, the average lead conversion rate across 14 industries is 2.9%. And by conversion here, they only mean the transformation of a prospect into a potential client who has not bought anything yet. In short, your business should be able to gladly sustain a 97% rejection rate on the top side of the funnel. Of course, less is better, yet if you plug the correct metrics in, well, you have nothing to worry about. That's the power of optimized rejection. The power of making rejection your best close friend. When do you start this new relationship? You see, rejection will teach you a lot on human psychology. Rejection is always there for you. Rejection always gives it to you unfiltered. It gives you the unsugar-coated, raw and cold truth and the only truth. I'm sure your best friend or even your best relative never treated you like that. So give it a try and make rejection part of your business life. It will be anyway, so turn it into your best ally. Consistency or the lack of thereof cost me my business. Some weeks I would post every 2 days, doing everything by the book, and then the following weeks and sometimes months, nothing. Well, you cannot expect to get results without persistence and consistency in 2023, period. And for sure, I had my list of justifications. I have a demanded job, I had a kid, I got friends, I need vacation, I don't have time, and so forth. All valid and still true, by the way, But the turning point for me was a very simple sentence: we become what we do. In my case, I had to dig a little bit deeper to realize that my why was not big enough to sustain the what. This is why I would urge you to ponder on your why. Why are you doing this in the first place? You need to clarify the why. In general, visualizing the end game will help you a lot to get focused on the light at the end of the tunnel. I can share that I saw some improvement when practicing this. It may be different for you. A second suggestion is to go the incremental route. Instead of saying, I might do 20 posts and reach 10 prospects today, start with 2 or even 1 if it's more comfortable for you, and then never look back and keep increasing and keep pushing. You can reap the benefits from this tactic as long as you never look back. So, question to you to close. My question is the following: what are you willing to commit to for the next 3 months? So this one is ultra short. A one-time transaction is not going to sustain your organization. This means you need different price points, different offers, but first a follow-up system. Why? Because sometimes the customer is not sure, meaning that you miss to explain the value. So your task will be to identify and fix the missing link. In some other instances, it is clear that customer may not be ready, so you still have to follow up on the communication while being sincere and authentic, never slimy, and never try to force any kind of outcome. So the only option is to be patient, my friends. Reach back, regularly check the progress with kindness and care. If the attraction is confirmed, something will come out of it. In this video, we're going to talk about system. Now, take a step back. What is a well-performing business ultimately doing? It converts 3 variables into 3 other variables. Let me explain. A well-performing business will convert time, money, and energy into leads, delighted clients, and profit. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, this system, because once again it's a system, should thrive for 3 activities: delivering, attracting, and converting. I'll be more specific here and prioritize that things. Attracting, second, converting, third, delivering or executing, and fourth, retaining. Remember, we talked earlier about follow-up. Never underestimate the retaining factor. Now, let's pull out another layer. On average, and we saw it earlier, your system has on average 2.9% chance to convert a perfect stranger, a cold lead, into a potential client. Again, no transaction yet. On top of this, an offer would, based on various reports, convert between 2 and 4%. Of course, it can be much higher in some instances, but I need to keep it real. And remember, we discussed earlier about optimizing for profitable rejection. Now, with this set of data, let's see what happens. You show your message to 10,000 people. 300 will, on average, qualify as leads. With a 2.3% conversion rate, 7 will buy. If your marketing and sales efforts cannot sustain that, the system will collapse. Now, let's get deeper. I said 300 leads, 7 clients. How to get these 300 leads? As you know, we have 2 ways: paid way or organic way. Don't get stressed about which way to choose. Both work. But my only advice is to do the math first. So, let's see the paid way. Based on this analysis from RevealBot, a lead on Facebook will cost you approximately $10.94. So if you're looking for 300 leads, it means that you're going to spend $3,282 on a campaign. Note that the campaign at a clear target get 300 leads. With a 1% conversion rate, yes, I was very conservative, you'll get 3 sales. meaning that the solution you're selling should cost around 1.1K if you intend to break even. Note, sometimes you will not break even, particularly at the beginning, so it's critical to ask yourself the three following questions. Can you sustain this $3,282? How long can you sustain that? And do you have up or down sales to minimize the risk? Now, let's see the organic way where time is the leading factor. I carried out a quick sensitivity analysis. If you need 1 day to get lead, you need approximately 1 year to get 300 leads. Pretty slow, right? But look, on the basis of 10 leads a day, 1 month is enough. And with 50 leads a day, 1 week will suffice, even though I can predict that you will have a hell of a week. But both methods work. Only if you track the metrics, identify and eliminate what's not working. Surprise, surprise, that's an iterative process, and spoiler alert, even when it works, you'll have to iterate. Now, I'd like to highlight the formula on the right-hand side. This is the law of gravitation by Sir Isaac Newton. It was discovered in 1687. And guess what? It also works for marketing. The higher your mass, meaning M2, your capacity to attract leads and clients, the greater the force. But the best thing is that the shorter the distance between you and your prospect, the R, the greater the force. That's not linear, that's quadratic, which means it will mechanically produce more impact. And the only way to shorten the distance between your offer and your prospects is to communicate. This is why, at the end of the day, you will always need a copy. That's it, my friend. This closes the series. If you haven't booked your slot yet, I'd like to remind you that I'm offering 2 free gravity calls per month. This will not last forever. So if you want to get more insight on how to get more customers and leads, look no further and let's have this free call.